Ever get the feeling that your meetings are just dragging on with no success? We need to change this. That needs to be fixed. This is something that is critical to all scouts and getting it moving forward. Hey, ScouterStan, let's talk about your meeting. This is something that needs to change. If you're dragging on and on and on and not getting any results, it's time to make a big change. No one in scouting ever joined scouting to be stuck in a boring meeting. There's no reason for that. So it's important that your meetings, your mindset needs to change. Your meetings are not meant to drive people away. They're meant to bring them in and get them ready. That's the key. It's a mindset. Now, this channel is dedicated to adult leaders, but this video is for your senior patrol leader, your patrol leaders, your assistant senior patrol leaders, all of the youth management might want to check this video out because they will tell you right up front, they didn't join for a boring meeting. They don't want to be stuck in something that waiting for the game to happen in the middle. No, need to turn it around. And it's a mindset. Now here's the first part. Changing that mindset is so critical. A meeting, yes, they happen weekly. Okay, those meetings are the purview of your senior patrol leader. The senior patrol leader is in charge of that. The reason for that is because the mindset needs to change. Because here's the thing that you need to think about. Your meetings aren't just regular troop meetings. They're meetings to get ready for something. So change your mindset there. They're not just killing time or doing scout skills or stuff like that. Your meeting should be getting ready for some adventure. That's a meeting you want to be involved in, right? That's the meeting you want to create. So what starts it all off is planning. Once you've planned out all the adventures, all the camping trips, and all the things you're going to be doing, that plans your meetings. Your meetings are getting ready for that trip, for that event. And it's multifaceted when you think about it, because you could get all of the different things, all the scout skills can be put in there, all the things you're going to need on that adventure. That's the key, is not just having a boring meeting every week, but make it a planning meeting. Make it something where you're going to learn something, a skill, or perfect something that you want to know about. That's the key. Mind changing. Another critical thing is, it's not just one person's job for your unit meeting. It's multiple people. So always put in the plan delegation. You're going to delegate what patrol's going to do the flags. You're going to delegate what one is going to take care of cleanup after the meeting, and another one to do the setup, and mix it up. Don't have the same groups doing the same thing. You want to have that rotation so that it's not the normal type of meeting. Having that delegation is so important. Make sure your senior patrol leader has a plan. And at the patrol leaders conference, that's the meeting between campouts. That's up to the unit. But that meeting creates that plan. And that plan needs to be delegated. You need to move it out to different people so that it's not just one person standing there droning on and on about membership. Okay? You need to have that, and that needs to be a part of your meeting. Now, when you're delegating, that's going to help improve the overall meeting. Definitely check out the video. That actually talks a little bit more about the delegation, the actual leadership of it all. Engagement strategies are critical to mixing it up. If you're getting ready for an adventure, say a huge hiking adventure in the mountains, you want to make sure that you're ready. And that's what those meetings are for. Between the time you've decided to go and the time you're going, you need to make sure that there's discussions about footwear. You need to discuss things like backpacks. You need to discuss things like sleeping bags, tents, equipment, how to use it, what not to do, what to do. There are a ton of things that meetings are set to do and focus it. They don't always have to start the same way. Meetings can mix up. You can mix it up. So if you want to talk about backpacks, you could start it off with walking in with backpacks. Everybody wears a backpack the next meeting. That's to get everybody ready for that big hiking adventure. You can mix it up. Make it exciting. You could put two backpacks together. One of all the things not to bring, like hair dryers and coffee makers and things like that. You got to plug those in. Guess what? That's what you put in one backpack. The other backpack is the normal stuff, your the stuff so you keep layers and all the things that are needed, your food and all of the water that you're going to be carrying, bags for trash, the whole thing. You could have two different backpacks and show them off. There's so much to do. There's so many things. You can mix it up, make it different. There are times when you could actually start the meeting with a game. You could put together a skit. You could have different examples of what to do, not to do, that kind of thing. These are attention getters. You want to get their attention. And that mixes up the whole thing. You want to make sure that there's enough time for discussion so that they can talk about things. What did they learn from the demonstration? What did they learn from the skit? These are great things, that feedback that your youth leadership needs to hear. So that is very important, to have those structures, but mix it up and definitely learn from what works and what doesn't. Time management is important to keep in mind. When you're having a great time and putting things together and everything's going well and everybody's having fun, you lose track of time very easily. So you need somebody there to kind of monitor the time so that you can stay on track with what you want to present. That's a very important thing. The ideal person for that would be the scribe. The troop scribe is a perfect person to put in charge of keeping the schedule, keeping things going. Because when you're leading the meeting, it's hard because it's very easy to get sidetracked or taken off the beaten path. It's important that that is all kept in mind. Hey, before we go any further, I want to make sure that you are invited to come to the live meeting. The live meeting is on the first Sunday of each month at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So please join us. Now, you're going to have to adjust for whatever time zone you're in. But please join us and join in. That's a great way to ask questions, and I'm there to answer them. Also, I want to personally thank all of the patrons on Patreon for their continued financial support. Also, if you would like to become a channel member right here on YouTube, hit the join button and go through that process. It's a great way to help fund what you see here. If you don't want to do a monthly donation, that's fine. We have a thank you button. Just hit the thank you button and make a one-time donation. That is always appreciated. And let's get right back to it. Using visual aids. Now, this is something that was addressed in the communication series. We had a two-parter at the very beginning of this season. Definitely go back to part 1 and look up some of that visual aids. As I said earlier, if you're going backpacking, you want to bring some backpacks in. You want to show all the different stuff sacks and the different bags that are needed. You're going on a canoe trip? Let's bring a canoe into the meeting. Let's bring the canoe into the meeting. That's a visual aid. You will definitely get the attention. These are the important things that we can do to really get a meeting exciting, to get it going. Think about it. Anything on the calendar that you've planned to do, even a camp out, usually it's somewhere, right? So if it's at some place, there's history. There might be a Civil War thing that's being reenacted or something. These are things that scouts do. That's the thing. And might bring somebody in a costume for that area that you're going to be camping in. These are the things that get the attention. You got to keep their attention. Yes, you got to plan in some time for joking around and funning, because you want that. You want it not so strict. That's a key. But having those visual aids, not just a whiteboard, put up a movie. You're going to the Space Center, okay? Or you're going to the Kennedy Space Center. Show them parts, some shorts out of Apollo 13. These are things that are doable. And that gets excitement. That would definitely help get that going. And this helps solve any issues that might arise. There may be for instance, if you're going high adventure camping, there might be a meeting set up about bear bag, okay? Here's the problem. How do we get the bear line up onto the tree so we could put the bear bag up? This is something we could do at a meeting. They don't always have to be sitting in nice straight rows in a classroom situation. Take them outside. There are problems that will occur, and just give them the tools and the challenge to come up with a solution. That really stretches that envelope as far as a meeting. You can do so much. Reflection and feedback. This is something that scouting is about. You need to have that feedback get back to the adults and the youth leaders especially, so that they can kind of perfect their meeting. And this is something that can be subject oriented, say for instance the bear bag idea, or it could be something that's you just never came across. You never thought it was going to occur. That's the kind of feedback you want to work on and come up with solutions. Your youth leadership is trying their best to put a meeting out there that expands the minds of all the scouts and gives them more enthusiasm towards the activity that's coming up. They're not there to sit in a boring classroom, okay, with a whiteboard and somebody droning on and on. Mix it up. Do something. Create something. And use your assets. All scouts have assets. You have, different youth leaders have different adult leaders they can fall back on and say, hey, I need help with this. These are the assets that you need to bring in and really problem solve your meeting. Make it turn around. That's the key. If you can make your meetings better, you can make scouting better and learn so much more and have so much more adventure and so much more fun. That's why people join scouting, for fun, for adventure. And that's why you watch this channel. I hope it can be kind of boring, okay? Because this channel is actually set up for adult leaders. And adult leaders don't like a bunch of stuff moving in and out and music going on and flashes and things. They want to focus on the subject. That's the key. And it's a different meeting. But I want to inspire some of the youth that are out there that want a better meeting, to create a better meeting. It's your meeting. It's your youth meeting. It's yours. It's yours to do. And I recommend making it exciting and having fun. Your scout leaders and everyone are there to help you and be a part of your meeting. Don't forget your resources, and don't forget to have fun. That is the key. Your scout leaders are having fun, and they are enjoying seeing you grow and have those good times. And your meetings should be the same way. It doesn't always have to be about scout skills. Those are important. And you can have meetings just on that. But they don't always have to be just that. They can be all kinds of things. So definitely keep up that good hard work, especially you adult leaders. I want you to stay in there, keep working it. And, we do so much for our youth. And this is one more thing. Mentor them, help them, coach them. This is why we are here. It's very important. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions or something, please use our community. There's that's available. There's a video over here on how to create a great seminar and a great schedule. So check out those videos. And until next time, I'll see you on the trail.